which seems kind of ironic. But there was like a brown tan suit that we loved so much. The day we put it on, it was just like one of those days where you're like, it's giving.
Rihanna and ASAP Rocky's relationship is on rocky ground these days. The internet's been buzzing with scandal after scandal, legal woes, parenting controversies, and whispers that ASAP just isn't pulling his weight. Rihanna, the powerhouse billionaire, trend-setting fashion mogul, chart-topping music icon, and devoted mom, truly deserves more than all this chaos. Every time it seems she might catch a break, another issue explodes onto the scene. From court battles to alleged parenting slip-ups, ASAP's name is repeatedly tied to drama that's making life harder for Rihanna. And the streets are talking, loudly. It's not a good look. Let's be real here. Rihanna is the whole package. She's a global icon who's built an empire and juggles it all while being an amazing mom. She shouldn't have to keep picking up the pieces when the person by her side keeps dropping the ball. This isn't a fresh storm either. These issues have been building for a while. The once polished image of their power couple status is starting to show major cracks. Even after the joyful arrival of their second baby, those whispers of trouble have only grown louder. People are questioning the strength of their relationship, pointing out that ASAP isn't stepping up and speculating that Rihanna's patience has finally run out. Honestly, Rihanna could have her pick of partners. She's that incredible. So why is she still dealing with someone who seems stuck in a cycle of drama? She deserves so much more than the stress and chaos. Things are getting seriously messy. For ages, ASAP Rocky and Rihanna seemed like the ultimate power couple, but now? The drama's hitting a whole new level, and it's throwing their relationship into a tailspin. For a long time, there were murmurs about ASAP's loyalty, but nothing ever seemed to stick. Until now. According to the latest buzz, Rihanna's not just upset, she's outright devastated. For years, whispers came and went about ASAP stepping out, but now the chatter has turned into a full-blown storm. The tea? Asian Doll herself is allegedly claiming that she had more than just a fling with ASAP. And if that wasn't enough, there are now rumors swirling that she could be carrying his child. Yes, you read that right. This situation is beyond complicated. Meanwhile, Rihanna, the queen who built her empire and carved out her happiness, has reportedly been breaking down in tears. Imagine thinking you finally found peace, raising a family with a man you trust, only to have this level of chaos explode in your face. The thought alone is heartbreaking. And here's where it gets even wilder. This isn't coming from some anonymous source or random internet troll. This is Asian Doll, someone who knows the industry and these circles. She's got no reason to cook up something so dramatic out of nowhere. But wait, there's more. Fans are starting to connect the dots, tying this drama back to old stories involving Summer Bunny, Cuban Doll, and Asian Doll. The whole situation feels like it's been simmering for a while, and now it's finally boiling over. Just when you thought things couldn't get more complicated, the history of these feuds starts bubbling back to the surface. A while ago, Summer Bunny put Cuban Doll and Asian Doll on blast, accusing them of going after the same men. Now, with the ASAP cheating allegations making waves, fans are connecting the dots, and it's not painting ASAP in the best light. But here's the kicker. This mess goes way beyond just Rihanna and ASAP. The drama between these women is practically legendary at this point. Cuban Doll, Asian Doll, and Summer Bunny have been locked in a cycle of public feuds, each one messier than the last. And it's not just about the back and forth. Their conflicts seem to pull in high-profile men time and again, stirring up headlines and keeping social media buzzing. If you've been following, you'll know that these three have a knack for sparking scandals that send the internet into a frenzy. Who could forget the Offset situation? Cuban Doll found herself at the center of accusations that she was involved with Offset during his relationship with Cardi B. Then the claims that Summer Bunny was somehow tied up in the same drama turned the whole story into a full-blown soap opera. Allegations of a three-way scandal with Cuban Doll and Summer Bunny took the internet by storm, leaving everyone scrambling for answers. So with all this in mind, are we really surprised that another scandal is unfolding? The history of feuds, accusations, and messy situations runs deep in this circle. The current drama feels like just another chapter in a never-ending story, one that fans can't stop watching. This time, the drama is absolutely spilling over, and ASAP Rocky is smack in the middle of it. Summer Bunny, no stranger to dropping bombshells, just hit the internet with jaw-dropping claims, and the craziest part? People are actually starting to believe her. She didn't just accuse Asian Doll of jumping from one relationship to another. She dropped the mic by suggesting that Asian Doll was allegedly sneaking around with ASAP behind Rihanna's back. Nobody saw this curveball coming. ASAP and Rihanna have been Hollywood's it couple ever since they went public. They've built a family together, cemented their status as a modern power couple, and become fan favorites. So the idea of ASAP cheating, especially with Asian Doll, sent the internet into a frenzy. It's the kind of scandal that stops you in your tracks and makes you wonder what's really going on. But wait, it gets even juicier. If this were just a baseless rumor, it might have faded away. But as soon as fans started piecing things together, it all started to click. Asian Doll and ASAP have crossed paths plenty of times, always chalked up to industry mingling. But now, people are side-eyeing every interaction, wondering if the signs were there all along. It's not like ASAP hasn't faced cheating rumors before, which only adds fuel to the fire. So now we're all left asking, is this just more tabloid gossip, or could there be truth hiding in the chaos? Did Summer Bunny just blow the lid off something real? If this is legit and Rihanna finds out, ASAP might have to brace himself for the fallout. As it stands, this situation is spiraling out of control, and everyone's waiting to see what happens next. Things just keep spiraling, and now it's even harder to separate fact from fiction. But one thing is crystal clear. Summer Bunny is speaking out, and she's not holding back. Do we know if she's dropping absolute truth bombs? Not exactly. But let's not forget, she used to roll with Asian Doll. That means she's got the inside track, and if Hollywood's taught us anything, it's that ex-friends spilling tea is practically a tradition. When friendships fall apart, the gloves come off. And when Summer Bunny started tossing ASAP Rocky's name into the mix, she knew exactly what kind of storm she was stirring. But wait, there's more. Apparently, Asian Doll wasn't just linked to ASAP. Oh no, Summer Bunny claims she was eyeing Moneybagg Yo as well. Now, hold on. If you've been following celebrity drama, you already know Moneybagg Yo was with Ari Fletcher at the time, and Ari doesn't play games. The big question now is whether Asian Doll really made a move on Moneybagg while he and Ari were still together. If that's the case, this drama is about to escalate big time. And here's the kicker. Ari Fletcher isn't the type to stay quiet. She's the type to come armed with receipts, ready to put everything on blast. If Ari catches wind of this, Asian Doll might be in for another round of conflict. And let's not overlook that Moneybagg Yo himself has had plenty of drama in the past. But somehow, he and Ari always find a way to bounce back. Could this rumor be the final straw? Asian Doll's been connected to plenty of rappers in the past, but if these accusations stick, it could be her most explosive scandal yet. The thing is, she hasn't denied a thing. She's staying silent, letting the internet speculate. And let's face it, if the rumors weren't true, wouldn't she have put them to bed by now? Some fans are calling nonsense, saying ASAP would never jeopardize his relationship with Rihanna for Asian Doll. But let's not kid ourselves. Celebrities make wild, impulsive choices all the time. Just look at Offset's infamous cheating scandals, Tristan Thompson's string of betrayals, or Adam Levine's ridiculous DMs while married. It happens more often than we care to admit. Stars aren't exactly known for weighing the consequences when they're caught up in the moment. Living in a world of fame and hype, they sometimes believe they're untouchable. So the argument that Asian Doll isn't worth the risk doesn't really hold water. Hollywood cheating isn't about worth. It's about ego, access, and opportunity. Now, to be clear, we can't say for sure that ASAP did anything. But it's worth remembering that this isn't his first brush with cheating rumors. Not too long ago, he was linked to Fenty shoe designer Amina Muaddi, speculation that only died down after Amina publicly shot it down. And now here we are again, with a new name in the headlines. So the big question remains, if ASAP is innocent, why is Asian Doll keeping so quiet? If someone falsely accused you of something as serious as this, wouldn't you shut it down on the spot? Instead, Asian Doll's silence has left the internet running wild with speculation. And trust me, the comments are absolutely blowing up. One fan put it bluntly, "Celebs don't care about risk, only about getting caught." Another added, "Rihanna deserves so much better. She gave this man 2 kids and he's still acting reckless." Of course, not everyone's convinced. Some are claiming this is just another attempt to bring down a prominent black couple. But regardless of whether ASAP actually cheated, the fact that his name keeps landing in messy scandals is embarrassing in itself. And let's be real, Rihanna is paying attention. She may not be saying anything now, but she's watching all of this unfold. If there's one thing we know about Rihanna, it's that she does not stand for being made a fool of in public. Now let's look at the bigger debate splitting the internet. Some fans insist ASAP would never cheat on Rihanna, while others argue, why not? A few even go so far as to suggest that Asian Doll is just as beautiful as Rihanna, with the only difference being career longevity and success. But let's be clear, this isn't about comparing 2 incredible women. Beauty aside, cheating has nothing to do with looks. It's about ego, access, and opportunity, and that's what has everyone buzzing. It's no secret that men have cheated on supermodels, Grammy winners, A-list actresses, and powerful businesswomen, so saying ASAP Rocky wouldn't risk it for Asian Doll doesn't really hold up. And now, here's where it all goes off the rails. Word on the street is that Asian Doll is pregnant, and the whispers are saying ASAP could be the father. Now, let's take a beat before jumping to conclusions. It's all rumor and speculation at this point, but insiders are hinting that ASAP might have more than just a simple denial on his hands. If this turns out to have any truth behind it, it's not just a scandal, it's a full-blown PR nightmare. Asian Doll hasn't exactly been shy about showing off her pregnancy either. She's been dropping cryptic posts about stepping into motherhood, and while she hasn't confirmed or denied anything outright, she's certainly keeping people guessing. Some fans believe the clues have been there all along. One commenter pointed out that Asian Doll's recent mentions of cutting people off for her baby might have been a dig at Rihanna. Another fan flat out said, "If this is true, Rihanna better leave him ASAP." But the biggest question of all? If ASAP truly isn't involved, why hasn't he come out and shut this down? If someone falsely accused you of something as major as fathering a child, wouldn't you clear it up right away? His silence is making people raise their eyebrows, and if Rihanna's been keeping tabs on this drama, and let's be real, she's definitely paying attention, she's probably wondering the same thing. After all, she's got 2 kids with ASAP, and the last thing she needs is even more chaos. This whole situation is a swirling mess, and the internet is having a field day with it. Plenty of people are convinced ASAP is guilty, with some calling him out for relying on his pretty boy image for too long. One viral tweet joked that he's just hood with a skincare routine, and honestly, it's not hard to see where they're coming from. His track record is the smoking gun for many. Let's not forget, ASAP has never exactly been celebrated for his faithfulness. Even back when rumors connected him to Fenty shoe designer Amina Muaddi, while Rihanna was pregnant no less, there were skeptics who didn't buy the denials. And let's be real, cheating rumors don't sprout out of nowhere. They tend to follow a pattern. As one user put it, if ASAP was faithful, we wouldn't even be having this conversation. Where there's smoke, there's fire. Another red flag? ASAP's silence. He hasn't said a word to shut these claims down, which looks all kinds of suspect. If someone falsely accused you of having a side baby, you'd think the first move would be to clear the air. Instead, he's staying quiet, possibly hoping it all just blows over, and that's never a good look. His history doesn't help either. ASAP's been open about his obsession with women in interviews and lyrics, to the point where some question whether he has any self-control. This isn't a new development. He's talked about his past reluctance to settle down, even admitting he was too hooked on certain behaviors to commit. As one tweet put it, "Y'all really thought ASAP was gonna be faithful? This the same dude who said he's addicted to women? Please." To be fair, there are fans who think it's all just image and that ASAP is a solid family man when the cameras aren't rolling. But with these cheating rumors swirling around, it's getting tougher to ignore a certain pattern. And then there's Rihanna. She's been keeping things calm and cool, almost as if she hasn't even heard these allegations. But let's not kid ourselves. This is Rihanna. She's not the type to let a man embarrass her in public without handling business behind the scenes. Sure, she seems composed in public, but insiders claim she's actually deeply upset. The whole situation has allegedly sparked real tension between her and ASAP. According to sources, she's had serious conversations with him about this, and she's not happy. Can you blame her? She's supported him through legal troubles, defended their relationship, and built a family with him. If these allegations hold any truth, it's beyond disrespectful. Rihanna's always been vocal about her love for ASAP. Remember when she called him the love of her life? Now there's buzz that he might have been playing her all along. No wonder sources say she's rethinking everything. Of course, not everyone believes she's upset. Some fans argue that Rihanna might have known about these rumors and just chose to look the other way. One commenter even said, "Rihanna ain't dumb. If she was really mad, she would have left." Honestly, that argument has some weight. Rihanna is a billionaire mogul who could move on from ASAP in the blink of an eye. The real question is she genuinely unbothered or just waiting to handle things on her terms? Either way, the truth will eventually come out, and trust everyone's keeping an eye on every update. The internet is in a frenzy. Some argue ASAP wouldn't cheat with Asian Doll, while others clap back with a cold dose of reality. Anyone can get cheated on. And let's not forget, it's happened before to powerhouses like Beyoncé, Halle Berry, and even Rihanna herself. So why is it so hard to believe ASAP might have stumbled again? But this isn't just about whether or not the rumors are true. It's about what happens next. If this story gains more traction, ASAP could face serious consequences, not just from Rihanna, but also in terms of his public image. Major fashion brands, music labels, and Hollywood players hate bad press, and being caught in a scandal involving Rihanna? That's the kind of bad press no one wants, especially with the legal troubles he's already dealing with. Some fans believe Rihanna leaving him over this could derail his entire career. As one person put it, Rihanna saved his career. If she leaves, he's just gonna be a pretty boy with no real hype. Ouch. But it's a fair point. Then there's the flip side. What if Rihanna already knows about all of this and doesn't care? Some folks think she's playing it too cool. One fan even commented, if Rihanna really believed these rumors, she would have left already. If these allegations are true, the fallout won't just affect ASAP's personal life. It'll ripple through every corner of his career. Rihanna has built her brand on strength, independence, and unshakable confidence. If she decides to distance herself from ASAP, it'll be more than just a breakup. It could signal a shift in public perception. Fans who have admired them as a couple might feel betrayed, and the industry could take a hard look at ASAP's role moving forward. But here's the twist. What if Rihanna has already made up her mind? Some insiders claim she's weighing her options carefully, ensuring that any decisions made will leave her reputation intact. After all, Rihanna is no stranger to overcoming adversity, and she's proven time and again that she knows how to rise above public drama. If she's planning her next move, it's going to be a calculated one, not just a reaction to rumors. Meanwhile, fans continue to speculate about the true state of their relationship. Is ASAP trying to make amends behind the scenes, or is he counting on Rihanna's love to weather yet another storm? With Rihanna's sharp sense for business and personal boundaries, one thing is certain: she's not going to let this define her. Whatever comes next, she'll remain a force to be reckoned with. At the end of the day, Rihanna's next move is the biggest question on everyone's mind. Will she stick it out and try to work things through, or will she decide that enough is enough? Only time will tell, but one thing is certain. Rihanna's fans will stand by her no matter what she chooses. They've seen her rise from a talented singer to a global icon, and they trust that she'll make the best decision for herself and her family. On the other hand, ASAP Rocky has some serious reflecting to do. Whether these rumors are true or not, the constant cloud of controversy hovering over his name isn't doing him any favors. Fans, critics, and even industry insiders are starting to ask if he can truly handle the responsibilities that come with being Rihanna's partner. It's a lot more than just fame and luxury. It's about loyalty, accountability, and maintaining a sense of respect for one of the most influential women in the world. As the internet continues to churn out theories and dissect every bit of gossip, one thing remains clear. Both Rihanna and ASAP will have to face the music, one way or another. And when the dust finally settles, the world will be watching closely to see what they do next. She's way too rich, powerful, and iconic to sit around crying over ASAP, and honestly, that might just be the case. Rihanna isn't just any woman. She's a billionaire, a mogul, a living legend who could walk away from this relationship in an instant and have the entire industry knocking on her door. So what's her silence really saying? Is she unbothered, or is she carefully plotting her next move? If Rihanna decides she's had enough, you can bet it'll happen on her terms. And if she does, ASAP might end up as just another name in the list of men who couldn't handle being with one of the most powerful women in the world. But for now, we're not there yet. This story is still developing, and we'll be keeping a close eye on what comes next. So what do you think? Is there any truth to the rumors, or is this just another internet scandal? And if it turns out to be real, will Rihanna stick around, or will she decide to cut ties for good? Share your thoughts below, hit that like button, and stay tuned. This drama is far from over, and you won't want to miss a single update.